Before I unbox all these cubes, I want to cover up that hole. It's not going to be a line, but that's fine. Alright, so I have a lot of cubes here. This is probably the most I've ordered at once. I've never tried any of these before. This one I'm familiar with because it's one I've used in previous shorts, but it's different. It's a bit of a different twist to it. So I actually start with this one, this 2x2 here. So I do use this one in my shorts the most. Like all my 2x2 shorts, you'll see this one the most. But this one, if I'm correct, should be UV coated. I ordered it UV coated, so hopefully it doesn't say UV coated on the thing, but. So the GES nuts, I got that with the last one, so I think that's actually pretty standard. I never use them though. Oh, and the box. I forgot about the cool GAN box they have. Yeah. Yeah, it already looks shinier. This is my other one. Yeah, this one already looks shinier. It even feels a little better. So chances are, I'll probably end up putting it on the same setting as before. The only reason why I had bought the UV coated one, or like even just another 2x2 in general, because this one's still my main. It's still, I mean, it works perfectly fine for me. But the issue is that I had a pop the other day, and I lost a piece to it. I eventually found it, but man, it took so long to find the piece. It doesn't even go that far, and I just still can't find it. And so I bought another one just in case I didn't feel like finding the piece. Now I'm gonna go with one of these two next. I've never tried this one. The Tornado V3 actually came out a little while ago. I think I want to do them in kind of like order of when they came out. And I think this one came out the longest to go besides that 2x2. I don't know when that 2x2 came out either. The Eyan Tengyun V3. I actually had mained... Oh, open, bro. Come on. I actually had mained the Tengyun V2, or sorry, the Tengyun V1, the very first one that came out. I had mained because it was so good, and some people still use it for blind. The Tengyun V2, however, was not so good at all. It was actually horrible. So I hope this reminds me more of the first version rather than the second version, because it'd be quite unfortunate if it did not. And now the setup's really cool. Ooh, it's got... I don't remember the review video that like the Cubicle does and all that. So I don't really know what's going on with all this too much. I'll figure it out in a second. But this case is cool. I gotta find a use for these bags. I used to keep my hard drives in them, but I bought a case for those. But maybe I'll find a use for those later. A screwdriver, that's the obvious. I got 2 extra center cap stickers, which I don't know if I'll use or not. And the instructions. The case is cool, though. Case is cool. The orange. I wonder why we went with orange. This is probably going to open kind of like the GameCube did, no? Huh? Oh. Huh. That's actually kind of a cool case, too. I like the color. I like the new color. I keep all my case. Oh, it's a slide. It's a slide-on one. I just ripped it off. Huh. You can tell because the first Tengyun didn't really, like, it was really nice to move around. But it didn't feel like a newer-ish cube. It feels like it's giving me GAN vibes. It really does feel like you can tell this like similarities between these GAN cubes, like on how they move and stuff. Even though they're completely different brands and stuff, like you could see where it gets its style from. Maybe already I could tell it feels better than the Tengyun V2. The Tengyun V2 was a fail. I hated that cube. Let's open it up. I'm gonna open up the center cap. I always struggle with these caps. All right. Huh. I want to see if I can see a number. Can I see any numbers on them? Not through the camera, but... Yeah, that says 2. So I think that's like... So these would have a different number on them, right? Yeah, there's 3 and there's 1. And so my Tengyun V1, I think I set it up rather loose. I kept it rather loose anyway. So... And I know there's tensions. I know there's actually tensions. So actually I should mess with that. I need to see how many settings there are. Oh, this is how to solve the cube. And all the notation stuff. That's not what I want. Okay, so I think it will make it tighter as I turn it. Right now, I think it'd be on the default, which is like the first or last one, right? So it told me not to turn it clockwise because I'll damage the cube. So oh shit. That's it. I think that's what its default is set up. Hold on, actually. I think the default is set to the first setting. So 2, 3, 4. And that's like a tighter setting. Okay. So I'll probably end up posting an average of 100 with these cubes. Usually with the new cubes, despite me liking them or not, I'll try and do an average of 100 with them. So I'll keep it normal for now. But it feels really nice. I did really like the Tengyun V1, the very first Tengyun that came out. I mained it for a while. I even bought a second one because, again, I had a cube pop that the cube it flew across the room and I could never find it since. And that was like almost 2 years ago. But yeah, I do like the feel of this cube. I will definitely be playing around with it more and adjusting it. You'll probably see some more videos on it later. I don't think I've tried any of the X-Men cubes. I must have had, because I remember this logo. What cube did I have? Let me look. I don't think I've ever tried any of these. Yeah, so I do have one. I do actually have, I tried this before. This symbol looked pretty familiar. But the box has kind of a similar thing. Ooh, a card. Got the card. The manual. Unless this has different settings, I probably won't need that. This is new. The tool coming in like one of these. That's kind of weird. That looks like something. It probably looks like to adjust something. The thing. The bag. I had the same bag. Don't have any use for those. And that's the how to solve a cube thing. And these cloths. I don't really know the use of these either. I don't think anybody uses these. But now the cube. Ooh, it feels very similar to the last one I had. It does feel very similar. Ooh. So it feels the exact same, even sounds similar, but I find that it's more consistent. It feels more sturdy, like it feels more consistent, right? I don't know what's the word. Stable. It feels more stable. Ooh, that does feel nice, though. I do. First look at it, I do really like the way this feels. That feels way more better than last one, like the last one I had there. So this, what does this tool do? I didn't get this last time. Right? What is it? I want to know what this does. Ooh, this is colorful. Oh, they do color code these. Yeah, I'm a noob. I don't really use these cubes. But I can see where this could be mained. Even the V2 feels like kind of nice, but this one feels really really stable and nice. And this is actually a lot quieter than I had thought. Ooh. So the last two cubes are the same, but one is UV coated, and since I got the other one for free, the other one is normal, standard. One's ball core and one's not, so I think this one's the ball core. We'll open the normal one first. I've never tried a ball core cube, so that will be interesting. The plastic box seems pretty popular nowadays. I think that's where they're gonna go with that. It's just a smaller box. It's nicer. So these, I don't know what they do. I have a bunch of those. Pointless. I don't. One way cubes have those. I totally forgot about that. Manual. These are all the algorithms and stuff. This is probably the one I'm gonna need. Extra pieces. The clicky system thing that's been a thing in the Moyu game for a while. And it's showing me how to use the stand that it did not give. Oh, so what these do. I never actually read this. So this actually this shows you it's just making it even out when you go to take it apart. 9 levels available. I think there's only been I think it's always been 9 actually. I don't know if they've actually changed much here, but we're gonna find out. You know what? We're gonna unbox them both. We're gonna unbox them both. I'm not even gonna make any turns on that yet. I'm gonna unbox them both real quick. I've seen videos where the ball cores have people have gotten them broken before. Dude, can I not open this? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So I've heard when they first started doing the ball core, they people weren't like receiving them very well. Oh, and so this is UV coated. Just from feeling it, it is UV coated, which is, it's not saying it on the receipt. This is UV coated. This is matte finish, which, yeah, I clearly like this one better, but matte finish ain't, you know, ain't a bad one. But all right, let's try this one out. It's very loose. It starts out very loose. I think it's at the very bottom setting. Ooh, but that feels really nice. You know what, dude? Just for being, wow, that actually, oh shit, that's really quick. It feels really nice, and I think it's rather light. I don't have a scale with me to weigh any of these, but wow, dude, it's coming out of the box really fast, but I do really like the feel of it. The feel of it's really nice. Ooh. That feels really nice. So I'm going to actually open this up. This I kind of figured was pretty standard. The only thing Moya's really changed so far is that the actual cube itself. Setting it up is not very different since the, this ain't a GES, no, I don't know what it's called. What is this called? I need to know. I need to learn. No, that's not even the right wrapper. I need to learn these terminologies for these. I don't know what it's called, but it does feel really nice. And it feels light. It feels like a lighter cube than what we've seen before. But yeah, that actually feels really nice. I'll play with that more, and I'll definitely get back to you guys on that one. Now, the UV ball core. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is also coming out of the box really fast. First turns, you can tell that you can feel like, it feels like the middle is really full. It's like there's a ball core in it. It almost reminds me of like a Rubik's brand, whatchamacallit in there. I want to see this ball core. I've never actually seen it before. So we're gonna take this apart. Yeah, I've never seen the actual ball core before. So that's kind of cool. I can see where it's definitely a required taste. I'm gonna have to play with all these more. You'll see more videos of me using these in the future. I'll talk about my thoughts in like each video. I'll do a video per one probably. I think out of the box, just straight out of the box, even with the matte finish, you know, giving it like just out of these two cubes, I think if the UV coater was this on this one, this would be pretty good. But I think I like the standard one out of the box just a bit more. It feels more stable, even though they're both really fast at the moment. I haven't done any adjustment to them. I'll do that later in the future. But I think this one I really like more out of the box. This one, it seems like again, like the corners flipping, they turn really easily. I think, it feels like it just turns as easy, but all the, like a focus being towards the center kind of throws me off a little bit. And I see where the ball core, like maglev, kind of made the cube feel more hollow in the inside. The ball core kind of makes, like, it does kind of do the opposite, where it makes it feel more heavy on the inside. Where all of it's like the whole structure is focused more on the inside, and like the defaults, like the normal kind of cores, kind of just, it makes it kind of more even. And so I think I like the main core better. The GAN cube I use now, the GAN 13 M Pro, or I don't even know the name of the cube. The GAN 13, right? The 13th GAN. The maglev, I do really like the maglev because it feels more hollow on the inside. Therefore, it doesn't, maybe it might not corner cut as well, but it just feels really consistent coming on the outside of the cube. My favorite one by far was probably these two. This felt more like the version 1 than the version 2, which I'm kind of glad it does, because I do really like the version 1 of this, and the version 2 was just awful. They're like polar opposites. This one I preferred over the ball core, I think. At the moment, I'll adjust it all, and I'll do videos on all of these and how I feel about them once I've adjusted them and like kind of gotten comfortable with all of these.